Honorable members, do I have quorum, Sergeant at arms? All the bell. Clerk, read the orders.
Orders of the day, today Monday, November 11th, 2024 at 2:30 p.m. Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Chairperson, Joint Committee on Gender, Children, Youth, Sports and Social Services, and that on budget to respond to the public petition by Makueni County PWD's caucus regarding inclusion of personal disabilities in the county budget making process. Sure, we will. Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Leader of the majority party.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the Assembly. 1, 2024 Makueni County Budget Review and Outlook paper. 2, financial year 2024-2025 first quarter budget implementation report. 3, County Government of Makueni Consolidated Fund statement for the financial year ended 30th June 2024. And 4, and the last one, the Kisau Sub-County Level 4 Hospital quarterly reports and financial statements for the period ended 30th June 2024. I lay.
Honorable members, the 2024 budget, county budget review outlook paper, you see, bro. The Committee on Budget and Appropriation to consider and report to the Assembly within 21 days. The first quarter budget implementation report of the financial year 2024-2025, committed the Budget and Appropriation Committee to consider and report within 21 days strictly. Chairperson, take note of the timelines. And 3, the county government of Makueni Consolidated Financial Statement of the financial year ended 30th June, committed to the Committee on Finance and Socio-Economic Planning to consider within 21 days and submit a report to the County Assembly. The South Sub-County Hospital quarter reports, the financial and the financial statement for the period ended 30th of September 2024. Committed the Committee on Finance to consider and report back to the House within 21 days. Chairperson, Committee on Devolution and Public Administration to table report regarding acting appointments by Public Service Board.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The report is ready, but awaiting for an option. So we request that we present it on Tuesday.
Tuesday tomorrow.
next week.
Fair enough. Chairperson Committee on Lands and Urban Planning to table a report on complaints against the registrar of lands, Makwene County. Chair. Chairperson Committee on Lands, Vice Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the report is not ready. We were to meet today, but the chair was engaged somewhere else. So, Mr. Speaker, I think you can give us to tomorrow in the afternoon.
Endeavor to do so. Chairperson, Public Accounts Committee.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the Assembly. The report of the Committee on County Public Accounts Committee on consideration of the report of the Auditor General on the Makwene County revenue statements, receiver of revenue for the year ended 30th June 2023. Highly.
You have one more report.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the Assembly. The report of the County Public Accounts Committee on the consideration of the report of the Auditor General on the Makwene County Revenue Fund for the year ended 30th June 2023. I lay.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Chairperson, Committee on Devolution and Public Participation, Special Program, to do so on Tuesday next week. Chairperson, Committee on Lands, you have indicated that the report will be read tomorrow, correct? Fair enough. Chairperson, Public Accounts Committee to give a notice of motion on 2 reports.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I beg to give notice of the following motion, that this Assembly adopts the report of the County Public Accounts Committee on consideration of the report of Auditor General on the Makwene County revenue statements, receiver of revenue for the year ended 30th June 2023. Honorable Speaker, I also give notice of the following motion, that this Assembly adopts the report of the County Public Accounts Committee on consideration of the report of the Auditor General on Makwene County Revenue Fund for the year ended 30th June 2023. Thank you.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Member for Klung Ward requests for a statement from Chairperson Committee on Infrastructure, Transport and Public Works regarding impossible status of Kivani Road in Klung Ward. Deferred. Chairperson Committee on Water and Irrigation, Sanitation to respond to statement number 23 of 2024 as requested by member for Kaskeo Ward regarding Mwangini Sump Tank in Kaskeo Ward.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to be given time to report the statement tomorrow because we received the response. We have not discussed with the honorable member. So if given time, we will be able to table it tomorrow morning.
How will you sitting tomorrow? Tomorrow is not a sitting time.
Yes, sir.
For the committee. You can do so on Wednesday at 2:30.
Thank you, sir.
Inform the request of the statement that we shall not defer this statement. If he is not present, we will conclude. Chairperson Committee on ICT, Education and Internship to respond to statement number 28 as requested by member for Kikumbulu North Ward regarding lack of supply of transformer meant for data necessity in Kikumbulu North Ward.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The Honorable Member is not around as well. Last time he was also not around.
Is the response ready?
Yes. We can just table.
You have a copy?
Yes, it is.
May I produce?
Yeah, the same copy. The same copy we had since last time we had a city. He has not been coming when we want to present.
So you are overworking?
Of course, yeah.
Member for Chairperson Committee on Chairperson Committee on Gender, Children, Youth and Sport to respond to statement number 7 from the Chairperson Committee on Gender. A statement as requested by member for Mulala Emali Ward on Emali Rehabilitation Center. Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we visited the site at Emali, and Honorable Speaker, we were requesting to convert this into a report, and we table it on Wednesday, the afternoon.
Member from Mulala Emali requested for a statement. We will deal with the statement first. Then we will give you further directions to convert the responses to statement in form of a report. Correct?
Sure.
So can you respond to statement questions as asked and provide for answers?
Honorable Speaker, the reason we are requesting to turn this statement to a report, we visited the site with the member, although he left a bit later. Then what we wanted to get from that rehabilitation center, we have some issues. That's the reason we want to do a good report.
I agree.
Yes.
And because this was a request for a statement, we'll do it in 2 phases. 1, you will respond to that statement as requested. After it is satisfied, we will give you further directions to convert it into a report.
We'll do it tomorrow in the afternoon then. Because
the response?
Yes, the response.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
So if the member is absent tomorrow, we'll proceed and lay the response.
Sure.
Then I will give you further directions to convert it into a report and bring recommendations.
Thank you.
Otherwise, if you proceed to do a report now, the member will come tomorrow and claim his statement.
We will respond tomorrow then. There's no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Honorable members, on the request by member for Bully North, you come up tomorrow at 2:30. Failure to which the response will be laid. The matter will be rested. Notify the respective requester. Next order.
So honorable members, before we proceed, because we had some confusion on the other day, I've even talked to the table office so that he can share. Just a minute, please. I'll give you an opportunity to proceed. Don't worry. So because we had some confusion, so we need to get it clear from the table office that everybody who is willing at this copy so that we can proceed in an orderly manner. Thank you. So Honorable Kalunda, now you can proceed. You can proceed on Honorable Mwoki.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I don't think we are moving on well and according to the standing orders and the law. Because the last time we were discussing on this bill, it was not the bill which is on the table now. So in my opinion, Chair, I thought we should start from the reading, the second reading, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, so that you can proceed with the right document. We cannot resume and start afresh. because the document that we had that time was not the correct document. So this cannot be resumption of the committee of the whole house. It cannot be. Thank you, Chair.
So Honorable Maniki, don't worry, we are starting afresh so that the chair, we can start afresh so that we can proceed. And I think members have been, the report has been shared in our Dropbox, in our Dropbox.
We have been told that the resumption of the process that we left,
You can.
which cannot be correct. Yeah, it cannot be a resumption of business. This is something new.
So, to fresh, please. Let's proceed. But you had donated your time to Honorable Mwaki. I donated 1 minute. You are taking no glory. So proceed. Proceed. I have told you to proceed, not how I am going to do it.
Thank you. Now, Chairman, you are complaining a lot. Why are you complaining? Why are you complaining, Chairman? Chairman,
I'm not complaining. You are just confusing issues. You donate time, you start, you donate 1 minute. Proceed and execute your business.
Thank you. Chairman, my issue is, I've looked at the order paper, and it is saying the resumption of debate. Now, I don't know whether we can amend that to show it is the committee of the whole starting afresh. Because even, I remember the last time you were in charge of that, and you are sandwiched between 2 clerks. You are not able to tell which document. I remember the last time a state officer did that was during the ECK elections in 2007, where the chairman then said you could not tell who the president is. And it is very unfortunate because you could not even tell us which document we are looking at. And now you are telling us, you are purporting to have a document with started debate, and now you want to complete that debate. It is not happening today. Can you guide us, because you are also sandwiched again by 2 technical officers. Which document and which procedure are we going to entail ourselves on before we start that debate? Because we must start afresh, and as we start afresh, it should also be shown on the order paper. Unless you are telling us you have a supplementary order paper. Unless you have a supplementary order paper to show this is a new debate, we may not proceed with the resumption of debate. Otherwise, we will have gone against the Constitution of Kenya and the spirit, and also the people of the great Makueni County. Thank you.
Because we have even meant the clarification, because we had the wrong document. So it's about now the clarification I've given you. And if you want to quote the Constitution, although you can also quote. So you cannot even guide us. If you fail, we are not going to restart again. And if that is not in order, that clarification, I think, have been properly guided, unless there is another thing you need to further interrogate before we proceed. Then, clerk, you...
Debate on this matter does not mean that we are going to start from that reading. We may even start from second reading and then move on. Chair, we don't have a lot of time to waste here because you can see members are very few. If one just decides to go out, then we'll not have quorum. So I just beg the members to allow us to bring this matter to an end so that we can move on. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time for no good reason because we have it here. Respond on what, Chair? It's either we resume or forget about it and move on to other business. Hey.
So can we proceed? Honorable Mwaniki, please. Let's have some order. Let's have some order. Let's have some order, please. Honorable Mwaniki, please, let's have some order. Order in the house, not on any standing order, but order in the house, because you cannot proceed to address the chair.
board will be appointed by ECM, CEOs, in that way. All members of this board shall be appointed by the governor and approved by the county assembly. Chair, there is another place where they are saying the appointments of these members of this board must be skewed in such a way that the expiry of their terms of 3 years will not coincide. What kind of appointment, what kind of an arrangement is that? Where we appoint members of our board in certain days. We appoint this month, then we shall appoint next month but one, so that the expiry of their 3 years will not be the same date. It is, yeah, we cannot move with this. And Mr. Chair, with all due respect and respect to this honorable house, I have voted, we have members of boards of Water Municipality, Emali Mulala Municipality, who are approved
Honorable
by
Manigi, please, I want to guide you on that. Now, after the 3 years, some members will be appointed, others will not be reappointed.
But how do you appoint in such a manner that the expiry date of the 3 years will not be the same month and the same date? How? And their term is 3 years, but you have to appoint them in such a manner that you leave the chair, the ex-officio chair, to expire the next month. I have never seen a law like this one. And that is the reason why I'm saying the chair, agriculture, and his committee did not sit down with the legal officers of this assembly to guide them. We have legal officers who are supposed to be helping us when we are making laws. And we cannot proceed this. Otherwise, we want this bill to pass as soon as possible, but in the correct manner. Honorable Chair, Agriculture, don't bulldoze the chair of the whole house to go your way. Bulldozing is just to persuade forcefully.
Honorable Manik, proceed even pursuing members to support your thinking. Another member willing to make a contribution? Yes, persuade members. Persuade members.
They are already persuaded. Actually, you are the one who is holding them here.
Then I can proceed and put the question.
Yeah, we shall add this business and then move on next day.
Then, if members are persuaded, I can proceed and put the question now.
This one has reached a dead end. It cannot move.
Let's have some order, please, Honorable Kalunda, unless you want now to step on other people's roles. Another member willing to contribute?
Honorable Chair.
And you persuade members.
Yes, Honorable
on
Chair.
The matter at hand.
I just feel that there is reason why we need all the members to sit down and go through this document very well. Because one, there was no public participation which was done. The one which was done through a memorandums. We did not go for oversight PP on the same. Members here, what is that? Public participation. Oversight PP. Public participation by the County Assembly of Makueni, if you wanted me to explain further. And I feel these members, they...
Honorable Dennis, I can even provide a notice which was done. You can share this notice to Honorable Dennis.
For?
You look at it, because you want to misinform the House.
This is a memo,
yes,
submission of memo. I've said...
It's a part of the public participation.
Yes. You see, it is according to...
As you proceed, you need to accept it's part of.
Okay, it's part of public participation.
Then proceed.
And that's why I've said most of the members of public, maybe they did not get this information. And also these members, because they represent those areas, they need also to put they give their input. And I've said also we have not done a public participation on the same on oversight as County Assembly of Makueni.
Honorable Speaker. On what? I'm not getting you, Honorable Dennis.
Let us settle at that point. And when I'm not talking about memorandum of through a memoranda. And also, Honorable Chair, you have had members. They are not well informed with this bill, and I feel that we should also go through it and come here and approve this document, Honorable Speaker. If you want this matter to fail, then we can proceed. Chair, if you want to bulldoze this thing, it will fail
Then-
on this floor of the house.
Persuade members. Why do you want it to fail? Tell us you want
That
it to
is
fail.
why I say
Persuade members.
we go
There are
outside.
members who are persuading the
What
different.
amendments are you proposing?
Honorable Muthike,
I've done
I think
submission,
you are
Honorable
done.
Speaker,
think
that
you are
the
done.
members should be vetted by this assembly. And I don't want to repeat where the a chair of the ATC is being sacked or changed by the ECM without approval.
Yeah.
Proceed, Honorable Muthike.
Honorable Speaker, I want to stand on point of order on Standing Order 151, because I don't see us getting anywhere with this debate. And Honorable Speaker, 151, I will read. If any member before the conclusion of the proceedings of a bill in a committee of the whole, County Assembly moves to report progress and such motion is carried, the chairperson shall leave the chair and the chairperson, or if the chairperson has taken the speaker's chair, the member in charge of the bill shall report progress to the County Assembly and shall seek leave to sit again, and a day for the resumption of the proceedings shall be determined by the County Assembly Business Committee in consultation with the member in charge of the bill. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair, because I do not see us getting any light, and continuing with the bill may cause more harm than help. Honorable Chair, I would seek that you leave the chair as a committee, at the committee of the whole, and you seek to sit again, seek leave of the speaker to sit again, so that now this committee, the Committee on Agriculture, can reconsider sitting with members and giving them a brief of what this bill is all about, so that the contentious issues can be agreed upon, Honorable Chair. So I would request that members support this so that we can give light to the bill at the end of the tunnel. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Chairperson, Committee on Agriculture.
Yes.
With the county attorney. Solicitor General, Solicitor General, county attorney, the county assembly legal officers. We need to sit down with them. These are law. It's not a report.
All your houses.
It's a law. Honorable Kalisi.
Let's have some order, please.
Do we have insiders here?
4 days. Reporting as of 4 days. It's only day.
Chairperson, now you can, Committee on Agriculture, Fisheries and Live Corporate Development, report to the Assembly on the progress so far. Chair.
Thank you. Chair, I'm properly guided. And I beg to move the following motion, which is that this committee do now adjourn the report to the Assembly on its deliberations of the Makueni County Agricultural Training Center Bill 2024, Makueni County Assembly Bill number 2 of 2024, and the 6th leaf to sit again to consider the matter. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, I believe we need to move in harmony, as announced. There are some members who are claiming that they have never read the bill. It has never been in their drop boxes. But what I wish to maybe call upon you, Chair, is to request that when we are sitting, you can provide hard copies to all the members of the County Assembly, so that this argument about whether you saw it in the Dropbox, whether it is there or not, it doesn't arise, Mr. Chair. Again, it will also be very prudent for us to discuss, and if there are some amendments that we want to bring on before we come to the Assembly, we agree which amendments, and further see whether they are going to affect other clauses, because we may amend one clause and then it affects several other clauses within the same bill, Mr. Chair. So I call upon the member for Kalawa to second the motion.
Thank you, Chair. I stand to second that. Thank you.
I now propose the question that this committee do now adjourn and report to the Assembly on its deliberation on the Makueni County Agricultural Training Center Bill 2024, that is Makueni County Assembly Bill number 2 of 2024, and also seek to leave and sit again to consider the matter. The floor is now open.
Thank you. Chair, I've heard the Chair Agriculture, the way he has said, we need to move with harmony. We need to read this document. We need to consult further with the members present here and also those who are not present. And therefore, Chair, I think we should not deliberate on this matter further. We just agree, we adjourn, we go and sit down somewhere for four days. We discuss the matter and then we move with harmony. I think this bill can pass within a minute or 5 minutes if we agree outside, Honorable Chair. Thank you.
Another member?
Yes. Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you, Honorable Chair. I want to commend you for the good democracy you are showing, and Honorable Chair for being very firm and also following the Constitution and the statutes of this land. Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair.
Don't address the gallery, please proceed.
I also want to thank the Honorable Chair for Agriculture, my elder and great friend, Honorable Francis Mutuku, for always responding to the matters in the best way possible. Honorable Chair, it may not, it doesn't mean we want to get a retreat to do this bill. I would wish, even when we are doing the supplementary budget, we can have a session of 2 hours to look at this document. We don't need a retreat outside our normal retreats. Just within our retreats, we can look at this document, and then since the Honorable Chair has indicated that we need to move with harmony, that way we will have drawn everybody into this document and make it the best document. so that the people of Makueni can benefit. So the implication should not be like we were demanding for a retreat, like the Honorable Member for Kako. Sometimes he jokes around a lot. As we are not looking for a retreat, we want to be prudent enough to see how a good document can help the people of Makueni without rushing these documents, and then I will really be very happy for the people of Makueni to benefit from this. Thank you, Honorable Chair, and everybody for helping us rethink our stand on this document. Thank you.
Honorable members, I now put the question that this assembly do now adjourn, this committee do now adjourn and report to the County Assembly on its deliberation on the Makueni County Agricultural Training Center Bill 2024. That is Makueni County Assembly Bill number 2 of 2024, and seek leave to sit again and consider the matter. Will as many of these opinions say aye? Aye. Will as many of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Honorable members, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, I now call upon Chairperson Committee of the Assembly to report on the progress. Chairperson.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole Assembly has considered the Makueni County Agricultural Training Center Bill 2024. That is the Makueni County Assembly Bill number 2 of 2024. And has adjourned the committee of the whole and sought leave to sit again later. Thank you.
Honorable members, I take note of that. I'll give 2 members to give their contribution on the same. Leader of the minority party. Chairperson, Committee on Agriculture.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Speaker, sir, I beg to move that this Assembly do agree the Committee of the Whole in the said report. So, Speaker, it is fair to say that we have not agreed on some issues and we have found it fair that we adjourn so that we can have some harmony in this matter. And this judge, I call upon the Honorable Member for Kalawa to second.
And therefore, you are moving a motion that the House do vote to agree with the report by the chairperson of Committee on the Whole.
Sure.
That you adjourn.
Yes.
Fair enough. Second of the motion. Honorable members, I now propose the question, which is that this Assembly do agree with the Committee of the Whole Assembly on the said report. Honorable Elizabeth.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I stand to support, and in support of this motion, Honorable Speaker, I will ask the Chair Committee on Agriculture to take into consideration the issues that have been raised by members, because I think from the deliberations from members, it's like there are things that have gaps and that needed to be harmonized, Honorable Speaker. And because this report has been purely under the Committee on Agriculture, many members may not have gotten to know what is particularly in this bill, especially because the public participation was done through a memoranda. So, Honorable Speaker, that notwithstanding, also members should take the business of this county assembly very serious, because this bill was taken through first reading, second reading, and it's unfortunate that most of us are recognizing that there are gaps at the Committee of the Whole, when we should have identified the gaps at the second reading and even propose private members' amendments if we felt there needed some. So, Honorable Speaker, I think the procedure as was followed, members would not have noticed the gaps at the Committee of the Whole. It would have been noticed at the second reading of this bill when the bill was brought to the House, and members would have proposed amendments from that level, not to leave the Committee on Agriculture to deal with the bill, because already they had declared the bill to us through the second reading. So, Honorable Speaker, yes, there are gaps, but we need to understand and agree that yes, there's fault on the members on our side as members, and there's also fault on the members of the committee. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Janet Kitua.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, when we were going through that bill, I observed that as a House, we have not had time to be taken through it.